Hello, this is Suparna from Art of Shiksha, and we're doing a module of class 6 with a student called Naroy. And the topic is plants, and this is a class 6 subject. And now I want you to be introduced to Naroy. Naroy, please say something.
Hello, my name is Naroy, and I study in class 6.
That's it. Okay. So, Naroy, today we are having a class on plants, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So plants, oh radiant plants, growing in the sunshine, big and strong. What would our world be without you, you sweet? You fill life with your green spaces. Here we're talking, you know how important plants are for life, Leroy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So here are can you see the picture on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So there are three kinds of plants. There are three main types of plants according to their size and appearance. There are the herbs, the shrubs, and the trees. What are they, Leroy? What are they?
There are three types of plants: shrubs, herbs, and trees.
Yes. The first one we're talking about is herbs. Plants with green and tender stems are called herbs. They have very few branches. Okay? And we have an example here of coriander. Okay? Coriander, you know, dhania?
Yeah.
That's a herb. Now we come to shrubs. Shrubs are hard but not very thick. There are branches near the base. They have hard stems, but they are not very thick. Okay? And the plants are not very tall, but not as tall as trees, but taller than herbs. Okay? And there's branching near the base. So these are called shrubs. Okay? Any questions, Leroy?
No.
Now we come to trees. The world of trees is vast and free, tall and strong like a majestic mountain they stand. Some plants are tall and have hard and thick brown stems. The branches are much above the ground. As you can see in the tree, Leroy, the branches are much above the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the stem is hard and thick and brown in color. Okay? So give me an example of some trees. Give me some examples.
You have mulberry trees.
Yes.
Mango trees.
Yes.
Banana trees.
Yes. Very good. Very good. The leaf I behold on top of tree. The leaf has a delicate stalk called the petiole and a flat surface called the lamina. Leaves are green with chlorophyll. As you can see, Leroy, this is the petiole. This is the petiole and this is the lamina of the leaf. Okay?
Yeah.
Lamina is the flat surface of the leaf. Okay? Now we come to venation. Now there are two kinds of venations in a leaf. Venation is a kind of network of veins which are running on the lamina. Okay? As you can see, this is parallel venation, this is reticulate venation. Okay?
Yeah.
So some leaves have veins which run parallel to the main vein. This is called parallel venation. Some leaves have a network of side veins around the main vein. This is called reticulate venation. Okay? Okay. Now can you tell me what venation is this?
There are two types of venation.
Can you see the pointer on the leaf?
Yeah.
What venation is that?
That's reticulate venation.
And what is this?
This is the parallel venation.
Very good, very good. Okay. Now we come to photosynthesis. Leroy?
Yeah.
To photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the way plants make their own food, okay?
Yeah.
They do this with the help of carbon dioxide from the air and water which they absorb from their roots. The chlorophyll in the leaf helps to trap the sun's energy and hence the food, the glucose is made which is converted into starch by the leaf. And here is a test for starch. Can you see this picture? Can you see the picture?
Yeah.
Okay. First you take a leaf and you put it in boiling water. After that you take another beaker and you take a test tube and you put the leaf inside the test tube. And you fill the test tube with ethanol. Okay? And then you put the leaf inside. And then you keep it in boiling water. After some time you will find that the leaf the color will be removed and the leaf will lose all its green color. And the green color will go into the test tube. Okay?
But ma'am,
Green color will go into the test tube. And the leaf will become colorless. The leaf will become colorless. Yes. Have you followed the test?
Yeah.
Okay. So you remove the color of the leaf so that you only can test for starch. Now what you do is you take iodine solution you take the leaf like this, and the ideal solution is brown in color. You take ideal solution and you pour some drops onto the leaf. You will find the leaf will become blue-black in color. What color?
Blue and blue.
Blue and black. The leaf will become blue and black. This means that the leaf has made food.
Yeah.
This is a test for stars for photosynthesis.
Okay.
Okay. Did you follow the experiment? Leroy?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what is photosynthesis?
Yes.
What is photosynthesis?
Photosynthesis is the process when the leaf makes food.
Yes. And what is needed for making the food?
Hello.
What is needed to make the food?
Okay. To make the food.
Yes.
Need air.
Carbon dioxide. Yes. Water.
Water.
Yes. And with the help of sunlight, with the help of sunlight and the chlorophyll helps to trap the sun's energy. Yeah. And then the food is made. What's the food called? Starch. Yes. The flower has been gold with mine eye, beautiful and sublime. What are the parts of a flower? As you can see, Leroy, this flower has petals. These are the petals. Okay.
Okay.
This is the stamen. What's it called? Stamen. This is the carpel. Okay. And this is the sepal. These are the parts of a flower. Do you know why the flower is so attractively colored?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The flower petals are colorful to attract the bees to us.
Yes, to attract the bees. So the bees come. This part is called the stamen. This is a male part of the flower. What's it called? It's a male part. What's it called? Stamen. It's called the stamen.
Okay.
Stamen. And this is the female part. It's called the carpel. What's it called?
Carpel.
And this has the anther and the filament. Anther and the filament. This has the stigma, the style, and the ovary. Ovary is right here. Okay?
Mom, what's the green thing which is holding the flower?
It's called sepal.
Okay.
Sepal. Sepal is from over here. It holds the whole flower together. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So what happens is the bee comes and sucks the nectar from here somewhere. And there are nectaries here which have the nectar. So when they do that, the pollen grains stick to its legs. So the pollen grains stick to its legs and they get deposited on the stigma. From the stigma they go through the style into the ovary and the seed gets formed. The seed gets formed inside the ovary. Yeah. So the male and female parts get to meet each other through the bee. And the bee is attracted by the attractive petals.
Yeah.
Also the flowers have very nice smell.
Yeah.
And also to attract the bees.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. So today's class, we studied all this today in the class, Leroy. Okay, Leroy, tell me in brief what have you learned today?
That plants are very important for our life.
Yes?
We serve plants, herbs, shrubs and trees.
Yes?
We have also learned about venation. There are two venations.
Yes?
Parallel venation and reticular venation.
Yes?
Parallel venation is when the veins are parallel to each other.
Yes?
And reticular venation is when the veins are not parallel to each other.
Yes, very good. What else?
I also learned how that the type of chlorophyll and sunlight in called photosynthesis.
Yes, photosynthesis. Very good. What else? Part of flower. Tell me the part of flower.
Stamen, carpel, the ovary, style, filament,
Yes?
petals, and I'm not able to remember the word.
Yes. Okay. So plants are very important for life. Herbs, shrubs and trees are the main divisions in kinds of plants. Parallel venation and reticulate venation can be seen in leaves. Plants make their own food with the help of chlorophyll and sunlight in the process called photosynthesis. The stamen and the carpel are the male and female parts of the flower, respectively. Okay, here are some questions for you, Leroy.
Okay.
How does chlorophyll help in photosynthesis?
Chlorophyll helps in photosynthesis.
Speak a little louder, Leroy.
In photosynthesis, chlorophyll helps if the we can.
That's the sun's energy.
Yeah.
That's sun's energy.
Chlorophyll.
It could be parallel and reticular venation.
Okay, what is it? This is okay. Parallel venation has the veins which are parallel to each other,
Yes?
and reticular venation which are not parallel to each other.
Yes. What is the difference between herbs and shrubs?
Shrubs are hard, but their stem is not so thick, and herbs are green and tender.
Yes. Why is the lamina flat and large in a leaf?
Because if the lamina would be flat, then the leaf would be able to trap more sunlight.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So we've, as you can see, we've had a class today on plants with Leroy, and we end the day here with this class. And Leroy, do you want to bid goodbye to your friends here?
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you.